Alright, so before I even start this video, make sure to watch the whole thing. It is really important that you do, because I want to be talking about a few things. Anyway, you guys just saw the title. This video is going to be talking about if Beyblade is dying. So it's a video I didn't want to make, but at the same time, I want to give my thoughts from a Beytuber's perspective on what's going on right now with Beyblade on YouTube. Alright, so I'm going to start off with that I've been getting a lot less views in recent months compared to a couple months ago, even like 3 months ago. And it's a pretty massive decrease. I'm talking about 40 to 50% less views than what I was getting in the last few months. And it's kind of concerning to say the least. And it's not just my channel. I know a few other Beyblade channels are kind of in the same boat. And I just want to give my thoughts on what I think is going on and what's causing it. That's pretty much the gist of it. Views have been going down, and usually when views are going down, it kind of means that either the topic is dying, or there's just less interest, or there's something else going on that's affecting our views. I've kind of been doing the same content, just I guess a new topic that I introduced was 3D printing, but other than that, I've still been making mods and battles and whatnot, so I haven't really changed much in terms of topics. Same with other channels as well. We've been kind of sticking to what we've been doing best, and yet a lot of views, or we're just not getting as much views as we used to. And that just kind of makes me as a Beytuber and a few others just kind of worried as to what's going to be going on in the next couple months. So I guess now getting into the reasons why. Number one, we are currently in a, I guess, generation gap. Hasbro, if you guys are Hasbro fans, or if you guys buy from Hasbro, you guys know that they are still on Switch Strike. Meanwhile, Takara Tomy has advanced forward to Cho-Z. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I feel like the appeal for Cho-Z isn't there, at least not yet. And I say that because Cho-Z, it is an entirely new system, or I guess it's pretty new. It's got more metal in it, and it's heavier, and I feel like maybe a lot of people don't like that change. Another thing that we have to consider is that the anime is pretty different. We no longer have Vault as the main character, but rather Aiga. And I'm mentioning this because Zero G from Metal Fight, or I guess the previous generation of Beyblade, kind of did the same thing where they swapped characters, and it really just kind of flopped in popularity. So, Takara Tomy's kind of made the same move right now with getting new characters in the anime. And I'm going to be honest, I think the anime drives a lot of the hype, because a lot of people do like the anime and watch it. So, by getting rid of the old characters, that being Vault and the rest of the gang, and focusing on like Aiga and them, we're kind of probably losing that fan base that was so familiar with these characters. Now, that doesn't mean that we're losing Vault per se, because Vault still is in the new anime, but they're focusing on the newer characters rather than the old ones, which in my opinion is kind of a bad idea, because you get these fans to really like the characters over a course of a couple years, and then you just scrap them, and now you move on to a different cast, which just doesn't sound good in my book. And I think that's why the appeal for the anime isn't there yet. Now, another thing to consider is that Hasbro, or I guess D-Rights, Sunrights, whatever that company is, they haven't actually made the dub for Cho-Z. Now, we do know it's going to be called Beyblade Burst Turbo, but that won't be coming out for the next few months. So, if they do release that in dub, and if the appeal is there, then I think that hype will definitely come back. Now, another point I wanted to make was Hasbro's distribution. So, if you guys weren't aware, Hasbro's distribution, basically their products are scattered all over the world. There's been a lot of incidents where there's been products that have been released early in some parts of the world, and then in other parts, they're still stuck on a certain wave. So I think that's been driving a lot of interest down as well. If people can't find the product that they're looking for, and if they have to pay ridiculous prices online, I could see why people don't want to do that. And to be honest, Takara Tomy's stuff is pretty expensive too. So if you're stuck with Hasbro and you can't even find what you're looking for, then you're kind of stuck. And then lastly is an outside factor that's affecting this. So I feel like a lot of our fan base or viewers are probably busy doing other stuff. If not, there's something that's caught their interest even better than what we've been doing. And I'm not going to say any names here, but maybe just a certain game that's alright, I'm going to say it. I think Fortnite might be taking a lot of people's time and interest right now. And it's not like I have no problem with it. It seems like a cool game. But I think maybe a lot of our fans or viewers are doing that or playing that instead of watching our videos. And I think that might be the one outside factor. There's also other things to consider. I guess the time of the year. I figured because it was summer, there'd be more viewers, but it's just not happening. Another thing I'm thinking about is if viewership doesn't increase between now and let's say December, then there's definitely something going on because December is usually the peak of channels. So I just wanted to mention that. Anyway, that's kind of all my thoughts when it comes to if Beyblade is dying. Now, once again, I'm just saying this because his views have been lower and I'm just not seeing as much talk about it and all that. But this is just my point of view. I could be completely wrong. If you guys have any thoughts about this, make sure to comment it down below. I do want to hear what you guys think. Is there something you guys don't like about Beyblade anymore? Is it the anime? Just let me know. I'm just curious. And no, this doesn't mean I'm quitting at all. I'm still going to be doing my videos. You can bet on it. I'm not going to be leaving anytime soon. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, let me know what you guys think down below. So, until next time, guys, see ya.